Climate in 2 minutes.
In episode 5, we mentioned the observable effects of climate change: more frequent and severe droughts, storms, and heat waves, rising sea levels, melting of glaciers, and warming of oceans.
As effects of climate change worsens, it will have serious impacts to our ecosystems.
Natural ecosystems are critical for sustaining life and provide several services, such as regulation of floods, soil erosions, and disease outbreaks, protection from strong typhoons, and sequestration of carbon as natural carbon sinks. They are also a source of food, water, and livelihood for communities.
Report from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change shows that climate change impacts will be worse under the 2 degrees Celsius global target.
Risk for groundwater depletion will be higher at 2 degrees, and more people will suffer from water scarcity. Some places will experience heavy rainfall, while some countries in Southeast Asia, especially small island nations like the Philippines, are more at risk of flooding. More species of insects, plants, and vertebrates are at risk of extinction at 2 degrees compared to 1.5 due to temperature changes and alterations in their habitat. This, in turn, has effects on the food chain and ecological balance. Warming of the oceans will worsen coral bleaching. When ocean temperature is too warm, corals will expel the algae living in their tissue, causing the coral to turn white. This leaves the coral at a weakened state and at risk of dying. This poses a problem for marine life that depend on corals for food and habitat. Prolonged rains and drought also increase the risk of airborne and waterborne diseases such as dengue, malaria, and typhoid. And as global temperature increases, heat waves will become more frequent.
There are certain measures that we need to undertake to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions and increase our resilience to climate change. These actions are categorized into adaptation or mitigation. Catch us in the next episode of Climate in 2 Minutes as we learn more about adaptation and mitigation measures to climate change.